We're celebrating the achievements of women everywhere during International Women's Day at HSN. Meet the fun and fearless women behind the brands you love and hear their incredible stories of perseverance and passion. It's a 48-hour celebration with new arrivals, exclusive curations, and bold finds designed to empower you.
Watch HSN's International Women's Day weekend event. Starts tonight at midnight on HSN and at hsn.com. Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks like VIP financing on so many items, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $15 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
We have a special offer for you. Take 15% off your next single item purchase when you sign up for HSN Text. Plus, stay up to date on the latest promos and events. Love to save? Just text HSN to 70514. Happy shopping.
Global Chic is all about fashion freedom, new fabrics, patterns, and soft silhouettes with spicy details. So be free. Iman Global Chic, only on HSN.
Thank you for tuning in to HSN, the world's first shopping channel. We are here tonight with some big news and a big announcement. It's true, it's real, it's official. You can have free television. Yeah, you can. You can have free TV and all the benefits of your traditional DVR box, but you're not going to pay any money for it. You're going to be able to pause live TV. You're going to be able to record live TV. You're going to be able to watch live TV as you would normally do it, storing over 50 hours of live TV, and the cost per month is zero. Tablo has arrived on the scene as the #1 choice in America, and every single day, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people are making the switch to Tablo. Watching television anywhere and everywhere on all of your devices. We'll talk about that. To have free TV in every room of your house. To have incredible content that is free with no monthly fees and no subscriptions and no contracts. Yes, you can record your favorites, you can pause your favorites, you can replay your favorites and watch it when you want. I was lucky enough to be here for the launch of Tablo around 18 months ago. I was lucky enough to be here with Jesse Palmer when he was a big part of our presentation as Tablo, hit the airwaves. And I'm always lucky to be joined by our special guest. He is the true Tablo ambassador, Mr. Justin Hyatt. Justin, my friend, time flies. Is it like nearly 2 years now?
I can't believe when you said 18 months, I thought, I can't believe it's been that long.
Right.
Still, to this day, an X factor. It's one of the things that we mentioned at the very beginning when I called Adam. I said, Adam, we have got a brand new product you've never seen before. He's never seen before. And I immediately knew that this was going to be widely popular. We think about all of you, the TV viewers, the ones who are watching right now saying, you know what, TV has gotten expensive, hasn't it? I mean, all the different ways that we think that we make it less expensive, and somehow, at the end of the day, it becomes more and more expensive. We made it easier, more simple, and we eliminated the 3 things that you don't like: subscriptions, contract, and monthly fees. It is free television wherever you are in your whole entire house, and all you need is your tablet device and your indoor antenna. This is a 30-mile range indoor antenna that connects right here to your Tablo device. You are getting the Tablo total system, and let me tell you what that means. With just your indoor antenna and now your Tablo device, you can now pause, play, rewind, and record live TV right there on your television. But you know what else? Even on your phone, on your tablet, on any of your smart compatible devices, and it doesn't matter if you have a Roku or a Fire Stick television. You can have an Apple TV, you can have a Samsung TV, you can have an LG TV. All you need to do is download that Tablo app directly to your television, and you are off to the races. All of those unbelievable channels that are free right now and available to you. Guess what? It's the ABCs, the NBCs, the CBSs, the Foxes, all of the premier shows that we'd love to watch when they're live, but often we don't get to. Now you get to be able to record, and here's what we have today. We have not just our 2-tuner, we have got the 4-tuner at an unbelievable price, and I'll tell you what the 4-tuner means to you.
I'm going to ask a favor of our phenomenal award-winning producer, Brandon. Brandon, do you mind showing America how many of these are left, please, sir? because when I last looked, I believe it was it was 1,000, it's now 923. So this is our final quantity for the year that we have scheduled. If you Google Tablo 4, you're going to see this out there for $200. Our price is significantly lower, and that's because we will launch partners with the good folks at Tablo, who are a group of amazingly talented people. So we believe our best value is on the screen. We believe nobody can even come close to where we are. If you were ever going to buy one, I would buy this one tonight. Nothing comes close. So we're going to dig a little deeper of how it works, why it works, and how you'll get the most out of it. But the story starts and stops with the basics. Free television, wherever you want to watch it. I can pause live TV, I can record live TV, I can replay live TV. I'm doing all the things I would do with traditional DVR boxes and spending a lot of money every month. All free, no fine print, no hidden contract to subscriptions. Just like when we did. Yeah. When you know more about it, it's impossible to say no.
Yeah, and this is one of the things that we love having the opportunity to do, which is educate. You know, we understand the idea of, okay, free TV, we love it. How do we get it started? That's why the installation, I always use in air quotes, because there's virtually no installation. As soon as you get this at home, it's going to walk you through the whole entire process. We've got a quick start guide. You can go ahead and even scan the QR code. We'll take you to, or even an electronic version, directly to our app, and it walks you right there step by step. And what does that mean? So there's that QR code. Literally takes you directly to the app. And now you get to figure out where to place your antenna. You know, here's the biggest thing. When you talk about starting at the basics, when you look at antennas, if you've ever seen them before, or if you've ever had one before, you know what? Sometimes we come to the point where we say, where do I put it? Yes. I don't understand. If I've got the TV all the way on the inside of the home and it's not by a window, how am I going to get the optimal signal? Well, this is the best part, because now when you connect your antenna to your tablet device, it connects to your home Wi-Fi, meaning you now have one device and one antenna that you can now have connected to all of your smart compatible devices. What does that also mean? You're doing it wirelessly. You're not having to worry about an antenna that has a 20-foot cord that's connected to a TV that's all the way maybe in the basement or all the way upstairs. So think about all the sub-level homes, and think about this. All of the different electronics that you get to be able to watch TV on, well, now you don't have to fight over the channel. In fact, with just one antenna and one device, the fact that you have 4 tuners means you can be watching on 4 different devices, watching 4 different things simultaneously. So everybody in the home can be watching something differently. You can be watching what you've got recorded on your DVR while somebody else is watching the big game. And speaking of big games and even big shows that we're showing you right now, think about all of the available big games that you miss out on right now because you decide, well, I want to just go kind of through a lot of these different app services. Well, now you miss out on the big basketball games, the big NASCAR races, the big football games that are right there and available to you, guess what, for free. Don't miss out on any of those big games just because you looked for a different way. Find the easiest way, that is Tablo. Now I want to show you, because I want to go to what we call our really full service, because I just have my phone, because I'm using my Roku app right here on my phone. You can use your Roku remote. And this is just the Tablo app right here on your TV. We're using the Roku app as well. And I wanted to kind of show from the basics, because this is what we typically get with any indoor antenna. We just get a program guide. You don't only just get a program guide. I'm going to go back up here because I want to go to the home. Now you have your own curated experience. It's going to tell you what's going to be live right now, what's trending on Tablo. All of those big games, let's look at them. Whether it's college basketball, whether it's big hockey games, whether it's going to be further basketball, or how about that, some big golf tournaments. I think you know which ones I'm talking about. You get to watch them for free. Here's some of my recent recordings. Yes, think about all of those series recordings that you might miss out on. I get to even create my favorite channels. So instead of having to worry about flipping through every channel every time through the program guide, I get to now save which channel, which of course is HSN, obviously, and right here.
You've got good taste.
Can't miss prime time. We've got all the different shows that are on right now. Right Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. We got Jimmy Kimmel, all of the Jimmys right here in Shark Tank and beyond. You get to be able to have access to for free. Live news right here for free. All of these different things available to you right at your fingertips. And this is the other thing that I love. We talk about curating. It's also about finding. So when we come over here, we go to shows, and it's going to take a little bit just because our indoor Wi-Fi in the studio. Once that loads up, I want you to think about this. How often are you sitting there trying to find something?
Sure.
Even on TV right now. Well, now what we've done is we've allowed you to filter through not only what shows are live right now, but what shows are going to be available throughout the whole entire network that you have available on your TV, whether it's your local and or not, because we actually add 75 additional plus channels. So now we can say, okay, well, what shows? And then these are shows that are live right now. So in fact, we got Late Night with Seth Meyers that is on right now. We can then go to genres and we can figure out what shows we want to find through those genres. Now, these aren't all live, but this is where we then can go right over here. We can say, oh, that's that brand new show, 911. I would love to be able to watch that. Well, now I can actually go to series recording right up here and never miss a show. So this is what we love about this, be able to have that DVR right there. And then while you're watching, you know what? I got to go to the bathroom. Now I can pause it. I can come back. All the different ways that you enjoy watching TV. But in order to get those types of features, you got to pay premium pricing for. You don't have to pay premium pricing to get that type of experience with your Tablo.
With orders that have been placed, we have around 700 left for the entire country. Actually, less than that, I'm being told, around 650. So this is the end of the road for our Tablo 4. The best you can buy. This is what I have at home, and I've had it since we launched it. There's a lot of free TV options out there. Some of them are very complicated. Tablo has made it so easy and so simple. There is no catch. Everything Justin just showed you was free. You can record your favorite shows for free. Pause, play, replay, all for free. So your big stations, the big channels that you love, ABC, CBS, NBC, on all the others, all of the stuff that Justin's showing you, incredible. And because this is the 4-tuner, you can now have everybody in the house, 4 different places, watching different things. So the freedom is incredible. This is a $200 item. We're at $119.99. We'll pay to ship it to you. It's on FlexPay of $24. Let me say this, though. I think if you're tempted, we are creatures of habit and we do things the way we've always done them. Let me send it to you for a FlexPay. You've got 30 days. Plug this in. If you don't love it, just send it back and get your money back. But you should try it. Because if you do love it, which I believe you will, you could save thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Thousands of dollars, because there's no bill to this. That's why Tablo, you know, you talk about America's #1, more people are tuning in to Tablo than any other brand out there for free television. You can have free TV. People choose to still pay for it, but Justin, you don't need to. You don't need to.
You don't need to. You know, often what we'll do is we'll save some of those those cable boxes, the satellite boxes, because we want to make sure that if we ever have any, you know, family or friends that stay over the house, that they still have access to some TV in those guest rooms. Well, we've all seen it, right? The amount of expense that it takes for all of these different extra boxes, we're looking for ways to be able to save money. You know, we don't want to get rid of TV. We just want to find a better way to watch TV that is more affordable. We still want access to all the things that we love. I'm showing you right now being able to watch live TV right here on my iPad by just downloading the Tablo TV app. You know what? All these different services. Can you do this? Again, back to what makes this offer so amazing is that it's not the 2-tuner, it is the 4-tuner. So that means I can have my phone watching live right now. I can have my TV watching a different channel. And then I even have my iPad where I'm watching a different channel. And then while I'm watching right now, I can come right over here and then I can pause TV just like that. How nice would that be to just pause television? You know, we often, again, we think about how else we would be able to do what I just did. We'd have to pay premium. So this is just going to be that simple app. We can go ahead and we can turn it so we can be watching TV right there in the kitchen, watching our shows, watching it again when we're available to watch it. There's nothing worse than trying to catch that live show and missing it every single time, or then you finally get to that movie that you keep missing and then it's the same part that you always get to. Now record that movie and watch it when you want to. All of these different things, remember, when we keep saying free, 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 what does that mean? You're also free from the hassle of having to figure out what to watch. You're free from having to worry about the contracts, the fees, the subscriptions. And again, back to the basics, as Adam said it, which is, well, if the installation's gonna be tough, I would understand, but it's not. We make it super easy for you, and now we allow you to put your antenna in the most optimal place in your home. You know, we often look at antennas, it can be a pain because you have to have the antenna connected, hardwired to that one TV. Now you have one antenna that connects to your Tablo device to your home Wi-Fi, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now you have a wireless experience, meaning all of your compatible smart devices with your Tablo, you can be watching immediately live television. That's upstairs, that's downstairs, that's in the bathroom while you're getting ready, that's in the kitchen while you're cooking or even doing the dishes. It's in bed while the kids are upstairs watching their shows. All of the different ways that you enjoy television, but for free. So while you're watching the football game and mom calls you, now you got to pick up for mom. We know we got to pick up for mom. You never miss mom's phone call. Now you don't have to miss the game. You can go ahead and pause it and be ready to record that movie and watch with the family later that night.
We are 5 minutes or sell out, whichever happens first. Congratulations to everybody that's already picked it up. The momentum that Tablo has is just, you know, unrivaled. Since Tablo arrived on the scene, they have made it easy, they made it simple. They know that people are curious about free TV. They took away all the barriers. They gave you all the things. They gave me all the things that I wanted from my television, but without any charges to it. So if you would like to order with the folks that have placed their order, maybe 400 left now, listen, when we sell out, you're gonna still buy this everywhere. Everybody stocks Tablo, but you're gonna pay $200. Because we were the launch partner with the great folks from Tablo, they've given us the best value in America, we believe, down from $199.99 to $119.99. That's a massive cut. And please know, if you're Googling this and searching it, there is a difference between the Tablo 2 and the Tablo 4. The Tablo 2 tuner is different to the Tablo 4 tuner. This is the better one. This is the best one you can buy. You might find the Tablo 2 at this price, but you're not going to find this one at that, I don't believe. So with that being said, there's a little bit of hold. That's just people trying to place the call before it sells out. If you are ordering, we'll put our 3-minute clock on the screen. I wish I had advanced order or extended delivery. I don't on this. Just in our journey with Tablo has been a wonderful one. Our values are incredible. I think that there is momentum now because friends know people, we know family members who've got it and they tell each other.
Yeah.
So it's just built and built.
It has, and you know, when you get it and you're finally using it, you know, one of the experiences that, wow, I don't have to pay for this?
Yes.
When you're going through all the different things, you're saying, well, this channel's free? I get to watch the game for free? How many times are you going out to a restaurant just to be able to catch that game? Whether it's the football game or the basketball game. How many times are we spending extra money to enjoy what we can be enjoying right at home? And then the experience that you get. Look, there's often many other options that you can be watching TV with, and I totally get it. But being able to pause, play, rewind, and record and never have to pay monthly for it is a service that you will be very hard-pressed to find except for right here with Tablo. The fact that we're offering the 4-tuner. Often we do the 2-tuner, the 4-tuner at nearly the same price as the 2-tuner. That's 4 times the fun, meaning that you'll be able to watch on multiple different devices without interrupting each other. I can be watching HSN right now while somebody else is watching the big game on the big television. And remember, it's only one device and one antenna. If we had multiple TVs in the house, that would be multiple antennas for all of the different devices. But that means we wouldn't also be able to watch on our phone. You can be watching TV on your phone. You can be watching on your iPad. You can be watching on your Samsung television. The other nice thing about this is that we're available in all of the different app stores now on every single different television, whether it's Samsung, whether it's your Apple TV. And remember, we don't just stop at giving you a program guide. We allow you to truly curate your whole entire experience. So go back up again when you go to home. This is the type of experience you can pay $70 a month for. And guess what? Those subscriptions, every year, they go up another $10. I had one started at $15. It's $70 a month now. Jeez. And you know why I did it? Because I like being able to pause, play, rewind, and record. But I don't like having to pay $70 a month. Right. You don't have to do that with your Tablo TV.
You know, when we say, and this is, we were talking to Jesse Palmer when he was here about this, but the money you can save over a lifetime is into the thousands of dollars. That's why I say, look, this might not be for everybody, but if it is for you, which we think you will love it, you will save potentially a fortune, which is why you should try it. If you don't like it, you can at least say, well, I did give it a go, but you've got to try it. Because if you don't try it, you will never, ever know. What I do realize from Tablo is that they listen to the feedback. People want to be able to play, pause, and rewind their TV. They want to be able to record shows like they do on their DVR. They don't want to pay any money to do that. They want a system that helps to find things rather than you searching for things. They want a curated experience that's customized to you. You want the big names. You want the big channels. You want the big shows. you got them, and it's all free. There's no hidden print. There's no fine print. There's no, it's free for 6 months and then it's going to be $50 a month. It's free this month, next month, this year, next year, the year after. It's a zero risk opportunity for endless watching, which is why if they let us, Justin and I would lock the doors and talk about this all night long. Because when you get it, you say, why wouldn't I buy this?
Yeah, and again, it's just an added value when it doesn't cost much to really enter into this world of Tablo. We think about, again, all the different ways that we watch television now. It all adds up. When you're looking at the end of the day, a way to be able to access all of your local television, if maybe it's your local news, but all of the, again, the big premiere shows. I want to just really quickly go through them because I got it right here. What's trending? All of these different shows that we're seeing commercials for all the time. The Rookie, we're seeing it all the time. We don't want to miss it. Whether it's, we had Jesse Palmer, we had the Bachelor guy on. We all know who he is. Late Night, all the different Saturday Night Live, Access Hollywood, all these different shows that we see. We think, how can we watch them? I'm missing out on them. Well, now you can even binge watch them because you can record them and then you can watch them all through right here. You can actually have 50 hours of recording right here on your DVR. And then you might be saying, well, I'm in bed. You know, the husband's watching something on the TV in the bedroom. I'd love to be able to watch something on my phone or watch something on my iPad. Now you can be watching in 2 different devices, right on one device through your Tablo, 2 different channels without interrupting anybody. So the big game keeps going on. But even while you're on the couch, you could be watching what you want to watch too.
Justin, my friend, I'll meet you over there.
Do we got a flow? An EcoFlow?
You better believe we're going to go with the flow, with the EcoFlow, and an amazing offer that's next. Thank you for your orders on Tablo. Justin and I are thrilled that you're ordering it. Last call across the country. I can save you more money, $15 off this or any other single item purchase if you apply for the HSN credit card. There are tons of perks and tons of benefits to being an HSN credit card holder. So if you do shop with us a lot, you should definitely think about it. Okay, let's keep going tonight with our next item, which is, well, something we are famous for now at HSN. We brought to the world the EcoFlow. It was 6.5 years ago that I sat here and we introduced to America a new type of power station. Not a generator. When I say generator, we think of something big and heavy and takes gasoline and there's a big pull crank and it's not great. But a new generation of power stations that are electric, that are small, that are silent, that require no maintenance, no gasoline, and that can truly power just about anything in your home. HSN and EcoFlow have gone on to be America's #1 destination for power stations, because when the power goes out, you know what happens. You sat at home, the power goes out, you're watching your favorite show on your Tablo, that power goes out, and after 10-15 minutes, you're looking at your watch. When's it going to come back on? The Wi-Fi is not working, there's nothing to watch on TV. But then an hour goes by and 2 hours goes by, and it's like, what on earth? What if the power was out for several hours or several days? What about the food in the refrigerator that's going to spoil? What about the medication that needs to stay cool in the refrigerator? What about staying in touch, computers, technology, the television, staying warm with a heater, staying cool with an air conditioner? What about making food tonight? Will the microwave work? Well, the microwave won't work because there's no power. All the things that we, take for granted rely on power. EcoFlow power stations deliver that power, and it might just be for a few hours, one random night, or it might be something bigger. We spent a lot of time over the past year talking about unpleasant things, hurricanes and wildfires, flooding, storms. There's been so much that many of our colleagues here, me included, have been through in St. Petersburg, Florida, and many of our friends and neighbors all across the country. If there's an emergency situation, the power goes out, it's scary. This helps to create some normalcy. It helps to create that reliable source of energy. Well, I could yabber on all night, as you can tell already. Let me tell you what we're doing. It's our hot deal. We just took nearly $1,000 off the price. Nearly $1,000 off the price. It's the EcoFlow Delta 2. Okay, so the Delta 2, one of our best sellers of all time. We're going to include a power strip. Why is that good? Because now you can plug in tons of things. Not just a couple things, but tons of things with the power strip. And we're going to include the almighty solar panel. That solar panel enables us to keep this powered up. You know, like a traditional generator needs gasoline. Well, if this runs out of power, I could take the energy from the sun and keep it fully charged for free forever, for free forever. So the solar panel is included, the power strip is included, the EcoFlow Delta 2. Regular price is $1,430. We're at $549, so a massive discount. If you don't have one of these, this is going to be a great opportunity to get one. If you've never seen a presentation, stay with Justin and I. This is a short presentation, it's like only about 30 minutes, but there's a lot of really valuable information. The reputation is unrivaled. The history and the reviews are unparalleled. And the story is as compelling as it gets. Justin, you've been here since day one with EcoFlow, a company that has grown into America's most trusted brand and the brand that most people want to go to. Most of the time, people are spending more for EcoFlow. We are the place where you can spend less for EcoFlow.
We have truly built an unbelievable relationship because not only have I been here since day one, HSN's been here since day one because we launched EcoFlow right here, which started as kind of a kickstart kind of program. And then all of a sudden, it just took off by storm. And the reason is because of all of the storms that we experience, all of the different things that we look for a solution, an alternative, a better way. We talked about Tablo as a better way to watch television. We've been looking for a better way to be able to have that type of independence, that security blanket at home, so we can feel like, you know what, when the power goes out, who am I going to fall back on? And when Adam talks about reputation, reputation is something that is earned, and we have earned that over the past 6 years because now, not only #1 power brand when it comes to HSN, we are the #1 power station brand in the United States. I have been saying we've been in 111 different countries. We are now officially in 140 different countries, offering a multitude of different ways for you to have your own sense of security at home. This is the Delta 2. This is something that when you get it at home, it's not going to be too big. This is that perfect sweet spot. This is going to power 90% of your home appliances. And when you look around your home right now and you consider alternatives, how nice would it be to say, I would like for it to just be as simple as pressing a button, right? I mean, I think when you look at all of the different other alternatives, like a gas or propane generator, well, we're not going to just be pressing a button, right? We're going to be pressing a button to get the gas, the car on so we can drive to the gas station, get more gas, to bring it back home, then the maintenance, then being able to think, well, I have to be able to use it outside. Does this have to run outside? No, I can run this inside of my home. And now when you look at this, it's going to give you every bit of information. That LCD display tells you everything you need to know. There's really not many questions that you need to ask outside of, well, what can I plug in? And that's what we love about this. What can you plug in? Let me show you. And then I'll show you exactly where I'm plugging everything in. We've got 3 AC outlets right here on the very back. Now I'm just going to start plugging in a light and a fan. I'm just going to go ahead and press the AC button on. In just a few seconds, my fan's going to turn on right here, and then my light's going to turn on, and that's it, right? Now we don't have to be wondering how long the maintenance of getting a gas generator running. I've got my light and my fan. Then I want to bring you back down here to that LCD display. I was just telling you, it tells you everything. It truly does. What is it telling you? It's telling you your percentage. It's telling you your wattage, and then it's going to tell you how long you can run any of those different things for just a light and a fan. How about that? Nearly 20 hours for a light and a fan. So if we think about all the different situations, all the different scenarios of where you might be in your home or where you might be in the country, you can fall back on being able to go ahead and power those different devices for nearly a whole entire day. Let's not stop there. Let's go to the next thing. Be nice to make sure that we've also got our food so that we can cook our food. Well, how about this? I'm going to come over here to the full-size refrigerator. We never know when the power goes out. We never know when the lightning's going to hit. That's okay. Because in that moment in time, it's usually Murphy's Law. You say, is it really happening again, Adam? Every single show, the power goes out. That's okay. We planned it that way. When that thunder hits, and all of a sudden that feeling of anxiety also hits you right thereafter, well, all you need to do is walk over to your refrigerator and then just go ahead and do what I'm about to do, is just plug it right in. And so just a few seconds, literally immediately, our full-size refrigerator is going to continue to power up. So we start to prioritize. Now it's all the food, it's the medicine, it's all of the money that we've invested in the food that we fall back on for what? Well, it's what we need in order to survive. We need food, we need water. But what does food and water need? It needs power. And now you have that power right there at home. I talked about cooking your food. I've got a Curtis Stone induction burner right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Now, how about this? Cooking inside, not having to worry about, well, how am I going to get the microwave running if I can't have power? I've got a full-size microwave, an air fryer, an induction burner, and then you know what? At this size, this portability, now you can think about not only using it inside your home, but go and have fun with it. Go tailgate with it. This is how we use it. We invest in it right here, right now, and today, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But we also know that there's a lot of fun stuff that we can enjoy. For 99% of the time, we're going to be having fun with it, but in that 1% where we need something that we truly feel that we need, that's why this has become the #1 go-to. The fact it's the Delta 2, Adam, it's the newest, it's the latest and greatest, and we can go and talk even more about all those details, which we will too.
And we took $1,000 off nearly, so nearly $1,000 off the price if you're ordering it tonight. It's like visiting with an old friend. You know, you see the EcoFlow Delta 2, and I know from reviews and what people have discussed and said and talked about, just the impact that this has had. It's a sense of security. It's an insurance policy. It's a safety net. There are so many of us that live alone, and we don't have that other person there next to us if, God forbid, there's an emergency or situation, who we can rely on, who we can lean on, who we can talk to and talk it through. And I think about all of those people that do live alone, that have messaged online, messaged me, messaged Justin, and who have said, listen, this has made me feel better, made me feel more secure. Because if the power goes out, I'm not as scared because I know I can reach for my EcoFlow and I can plug in the things that I need. I can plug in my light so I'm not in the middle of darkness. I can plug in my heater so I don't get cold tonight. I can plug in my refrigerator and my microwave so I can eat and keep things proper. You know, it's all these stories that make a difference. Now, Justin shared with you full-size refrigerator. We talk about virtually powering just about any appliance in your home. That's because it's the Delta 2, the new iteration, the new model. That's important because there's more power, more capability, more capacity. I want to remind you that this is the launch of the hot deal. So what makes this a hot deal is that, yes, we took nearly $1,000 off. We're including the solar panel. Justin's going to talk about the solar panel in a few minutes, but that is normally hundreds of dollars of extra. You know, if this runs out of power, you can always rely on the sun to power it up. So if there was a sustained outage, you would be okay. And then it's only a little thing, but it's a big thing. The fact that we're including this power strip, typically $50, $60 or $70, we can now plug in multiple things at the exact same time. That's the hot deal offer that we're doing tonight. Last thing I want to say is perhaps the #1 reason why EcoFlow has had such success, other than Justin's presentation.
Oh, well.
I have to say that. But it's, of course, the FlexPay. So we're able to take bigger ticket items and spread the cost with no fees to you at all. So this would be $1,430. If you order it tonight, it's $549, and we'll spread it over 5 months. That's $110 on any credit card, and we'll send it out to you. Now, Justin, when I started this presentation talking about traditional generators, and I said, have in your mind's eye what one looks like, you actually brought one in the studio.
Just look at this, okay? You know, I've been on the phone a lot with the EcoFlow team. We're talking about it today. If you just look at this, the way it is right now, it doesn't look right? Even having this inside, when you look at it right here, what does that look like to you? It looks, you know, obviously, it looks scary to some of you, right? I mean, I'll tell you, and be honest with you, the first time I ever used a gas generator, I was a little nervous. I didn't really know what I was doing.
Intimidating.
Can you imagine? It's the first time that you're gonna use your generator. It's now an emergency. You're out of power. You're saying, I got to figure out how to run that. Yeah. And then, you know what, even if you've owned one, and this has happened to many people that I know, they have had a generator and it sits and it waits for what? Only an emergency. And then that emergency happens. You say, well, did we use all the gas the last time? Do we have gas stored? We got to go get gas. What about the oil? This is an engine. There's a reason why there's a lot of car mechanics. You know why? Because a lot of things happen to our cars. It's a bunch of different moving parts in an engine. Why would you want this that has to be outside of your home, right? This has to be at least 20 feet away from your home. This weighs well over 100 pounds. There's no LCD display. I don't know if you've noticed that. In fact, this was under 4 feet of water water because when we had about 10 feet of water right in front of our house, this was in the garage, I wasn't bringing this up the stairs to the house. I couldn't. You know how hard it was for me to even get it here to the studio? That's why it stayed here, because I have no plan on trying to bring it back home. Here's one of the things that you don't realize. Yeah, this is one of the newer generators. It has that push button. So I was saying, yeah, could you have that? Certainly. But you know what? You see that battery down there? It died. You know when I found that out? Right before the hurricane hit. Right before. You think, well, you still got the pull crank, Justin. Let me show you this. The pull crank is completely stuck. Yeah. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. That's Murphy's Law. Let me tell you this. Why would you want this when you can have something like that?
Exactly.
Right? When you think about the simplicity of life, we want something, especially in an emergency, where we can say, am I going to be able to use that? Am I going to have the confidence? It's nice to have something, but it's nice to know that I'll be able to use it. You know, this is your Delta 2. One of the things that we haven't even talked about is the fact that when you get the newest and latest and greatest, that also means that we'll be able to even expand this. So let me explain that. I can't go ahead and just get another gas tank for this, right? I can, of course I could get more gas cans if we needed to, of course, but I can't essentially get another generator for it. Or I could have 2 generators. That's double the money, right? I could actually double the power when it comes to my EcoFlow Delta 2. This is something that we were not able to do. So if you ever have any of the extra EcoFlow batteries, you can actually go ahead and double and or triple the amount of time by adding those extra batteries right here to our Delta 2. Now, we do have some extra batteries, I think, available on .com. I love that because what we essentially do is we create an ecosystem that grows with you. So if you get the Delta 2 now and you're saying, well, I'm saving a lot of money. Is there a way that I can actually, you know what, get even more power? You can. So essentially, let's say we had 20 hours for the light and a fan. That means we can have 40 hours. In fact, we can grow it all the way to 60 hours. Now, we talked about gas, right? How are we going to recharge this? Well, we've got our solar panel. That solar panel means infinite amount of power with not having to fall back on this. I waited in a 3-hour line when that hurricane hit, where we were out of power and everybody was running back to that gas station because, of course, they needed to get gas for cars, but also for their generators. You know, that's the other thing. Gas goes very quickly before the hurricane and then after the hurricane. Well, with your solar panel, now all I need to do is one cable, plug it right here into my Delta 2, and I'm using the power of the sun without residual payments. And now essentially what I've also done is converted this into what we call a solar generator. What is a solar generator? It means that when I've got anything plugged into my EcoFlow, and my EcoFlow, it could be at 100%, it's going to pass through all of that power from the sun through my EcoFlow to all my electronics. So I could be charging my phone for free. I could be powering my light and my fan for free. So we said 20 hours for a light and a fan. That's just off the power of the EcoFlow. That's not considering that if I've got solar panels, the sun can be powering all of those different appliances. So I use it, I recharge it the next day, and I get to recharge it with my solar panels. And again, I'm doing it for free. Just one last thing, Adam, because you had mentioned this at the beginning. Why do people come here to HSN to shop for EcoFlow? It's the best price you're going to find, and there's no other configuration that you'll find that looks like this, because not only are we offering the solar panel, but you have the power strip too, which is a really cool little added value.
Justin and I are launching it tonight. I mean, we have this on air for nearly $1,000 off, which is why the response is what we're seeing it to be. Justin and I are live at 23 minutes to 2 here on the East Coast. Hi, everybody. Thanks for staying up late with us. It's a story that has been told, and it's a story that we already know the ending. We know that when the power goes out, it's not good for any of us. We hate it. We get agitated if it's just for a few minutes, let alone if it was for a few hours or a few days. You know, it's no laughing matter when you talk about the seriousness and the impact of these natural disasters that so many of us have faced over the past months and years. Hurricanes and wildfires, tornadoes and flooding and storms. It's devastating, devastating. And it leaves so many of us stranded in more than one way. If you are without power, you lose everything. If we were without power now, the lights go out, the cameras turn off, and we're all in black. Without power, the air, the heat, the light, the microwave, the cooker, the refrigerator, the CPAP machine, the nebulizer, the scooter that, you know, we always talk about this lovely lady that called in who was reliant on a scooter. Well, if the power goes out, she can't charge it, so she can't get around. You know, life-sustaining products need power in many ways, in many cases. What EcoFlow have done is take that new technology, harness it in a system and in a footprint that is small, that is compact, and that is open to everybody. That generator that Justin just showed you, you can't have that if you live in an apartment or a condo. That's got to be outside. You can't bring it inside. You can have this if you're in an apartment or a condo or a townhouse or a big house or a small house. And this doesn't have to be outside. Bring it in. There are no fumes. There is no noise. There is no mess. There is no hassle. And unlike the generator that Justin was showing you, this isn't intimidating. This is easy. Plug it in, press the button, and we're off to the races. It's a fantastic product that for so many reasons is worth every single penny. Once you buy it, you've got it. It's that sense of security. I want to make sure you know as well that if you have an HSN credit card or a QVC credit card, we're going to go the extra mile tonight and put it on 12-month VIP financing. No, scratch that, 18-month VIP financing, because we love you very, very much. And that brings the price down to about $30 and change. Again, no interest as long as the balance is paid in full. Now, if you don't have an HSN credit card and don't want an HSN credit card, that's okay as well. What credit card do you have? Any of them. Name it. We accept it. Guaranteed, I'm sure. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. The price on the screen, which is nearly $1,000 off while supplies last, we're going to divide that by 5, and that brings the payment to $110. We have these in stock and we are ready to ship out. And as I segue back to Justin, I want to reiterate that point. We have these in stock. Justin, after all the craziness that we went through over the past several months, a lot of retailers do not have them in stock. They've been taking orders, but with 5 to 8 week delivery times. I don't think that's right, and I don't think that's fair, and I'm proud to say that we have them available right now to be shipped out.
Yeah, in fact, I was thinking about that before we went on. You know, the last time this was on air, Adam and I, we sold out the last remaining quantity in the United States. EcoFlow had made sure that they had gotten as much of the quantity available for us, because we recognized at the time what was happening with the storms, with the hurricanes here on the East Coast, what had been happening over on the West Coast, all of the amazing just craziness that's been happening with the weather. We wanted to be able to give to you the best available that we had, and we did, and we sold them all out. And it's taken until now to get the quantity back here into the United States. And, you know, where does that mean? Into your home. And where in your home? Everywhere in your home. You know, Adam just talked about it. You know, what type of home do you live in? This isn't limiting you now. It doesn't matter if you live in a conventional home, if you live in an apartment, if you live in a condo, maybe if you live in a manufactured home, doesn't matter. Any type of home that you live in, you will be able to have an EcoFlow, and you get to use it where? In the comfort of your home. If there's 3 feet of snow outside, well, I don't want to have to worry about going outside for a generator if it's a blizzard or if it's freezing outside. I want to be in the comfort of my home where it's nice and warm. Well, what about if it's flooding outside and it's raining and it's a hurricane? Well, where's my generator going to go? I want to stay inside where it's comfort and it's warm. And where am I comfortable the most? Right here in my bed, in the bedroom. Now you get to use this every single day as well. Now, when you invest in EcoFlow, you're getting the best, but you're also getting the best right here with the Delta 2. What I mean by that is when we think about this as, of course, it's a battery, but it's a series of batteries, and there's a series of unbelievable technology that is inside of this EcoFlow. It's not just a glorified big battery that we would think of when it comes to, for instance, like a car battery. No, it's much more. This is what we consider an LFP battery. It stands for lithium phosphate. It's one of the, in fact, it's the latest and greatest when it comes to battery technology. It means all good things for you. It charges faster, it's lighter weight, it lasts longer, and you know what? It's more affordable. That's right. In the world of today, something that is so much better than the predecessor, yet more affordable than the predecessor, doesn't make much sense when we look at the price of everything else. Now, that means for you, if you were to deplete the battery once a day, so that means you use it all up and then you charge it again that day, it would take you, how long do you think? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Take you 10 years before this battery only charged from 0 to 80%. It would take you every day, 10 years before it's only charged from 0 to 80%. That means when you're investing in this, you're not investing for a year or 2 years. You're investing in the next 10 years of your life. And you know what? Half of that is going to be covered by a 5-year warranty. When you think about electronics, Adam and I, we've been doing this for a long time. Maybe you get a 1-year limited warranty. Maybe we'll give you an extra 2-year warranty. It's a 5-year warranty because we know and we're confident that this is going to last for you. And again, charging faster, 7 times faster than the competition, 0 to 80% in just 50 minutes. So when you need this in a pinch, it'll absolutely work. I have the medical device right here next to me. It's a CPAP machine. Again, CPAP machine plugged in and running, and you can hear that CPAP machine, but you can't hear the EcoFlow. The EcoFlow is going to run at 30 decibels. So have it literally running right next to your bed. You know what you wouldn't do is have, well, a generator inside. But of course, even if it's outside, you're still going to be listening to what a very loud engine. Now, you're not having to do that with your EcoFlow. It's showing me right now I've got 22 to 25 hours for my CPAP machine, whether it's your dialysis, oxygen, nebulizer, CPAP machine, whether it's for your electric scooter that we've seen and we heard from all the times when you read the reviews. Again, we started this about reputation. Reputation is earned. It's not just given. It is given by your reviews. And you go to hsn.com and you read the reviews. Unbelievable feedback from you. And it's the stories that you give as well, because we're all different. But we're all very similar in that same way, because we all are dependent on what? Power. Whether it's a heating blanket right now. It is nearly 49 degrees here in Florida, so I can't imagine how cold it is everywhere else in the country when we're our little island down here in the peninsula. But now think about staying warm using a heating blanket. The heating blanket is the best way to stay warm, to keep you and your family warm as well, because those space heaters are very power hungry. Yes, they'll keep you warm, but not for very long. Your heating blanket will keep you warm for a very long time because it uses very minimal amount of power. Yes, you want to show up to work looking like you weren't out of power, and that way you don't look all disheveled the next day. Use a blow dryer. Yes, you can use a blow dryer. Think about that 90% of different things in your home, 90% of your appliances. And think about this too. Always have another portable AC unit. Yes, even if you have a central AC unit, if you're out of power, hard to plug in that central AC unit, pick up a portable AC unit so you can keep yourself cool during that summertime. Adam, whether it's the fires, high winds, whether it's just the rolling blackouts, we've seen what happened in California is the power grid gets overrun and they shut down the power during the hottest time of the year. What are you going to do when that happens? You're going to grab your EcoFlow. That's what we love about it.
It's just, you know, I sat listening to Justin, thinking about all the presentations that we've had on this. I would say, even if this is not for you tonight, just promise me you'll always think of HSN if ever the time comes that you want a power station, because we have the best deal going. I mean, really do. I mean, it's incredible value. And EcoFlow is #1. You know, like anything in life, there's always a #1 in the world of television. Samsung is the biggest selling TV brand. And in America today, EcoFlow is #1. So it's not just like it's any brand, it's the brand. And because we were the launch partners of EcoFlow, they give us and our friends and family and our customers at home the best prices going. I know you see it, and I know you understand it, and I know you can sense the importance of it. Obviously, we talk about emergencies, we talk about maintaining power, we talk about this unpredictable life that we're living, we talk about unpredictable Mother Nature that we're experiencing, and we all understand the importance of being protected. We know we need to wear our seatbelt. We know we need to have insurance. We know that we need to make sure that we're treating our body right, drinking enough water, doing all the things that we have to do to care for ourselves. Making sure you have power in an emergency is one of those things that we have to do in life. It might be you and the kids and a big family of 5. It might be you and your furry friend that's at home. I talked earlier about those of us that live alone, and you know, that's lonely in the face of an emergency. That's horrifying and upsetting and, you know, emotional, very emotional, because you don't have somebody else there to rely on. And if you are by yourself and that power went out right now in your house, it's the middle of the night and you are plunged into darkness and nothing works, nothing works. The light doesn't work. The fan doesn't work, the heater doesn't work, nothing works. And you've got nobody to help you. Well, now you do, you have EcoFlow, because EcoFlow is portable, because EcoFlow is silent, because EcoFlow doesn't need any maintenance, because EcoFlow is plug it in and let's go. EcoFlow is there to help make things better. It sounds cheesy, it sounds corny, but it is true. And that's what everybody has said since day one. It's new technology. Let's take advantage of it and bring it into our house. If you buy this one from us, and based on what we can see, you are, thank you for that, I can save you nearly $1,000. So if you take that, you know, $549.99 and spend it with us tonight, I can get you a $1,400 system. If you take that $500 and spend it, you know, tomorrow, let's say, or the next day, you would get a much more entry-level system, which is nowhere near as powerful as this. So your money's gonna go nearly 3 times further if you order it. Why? Because this is a hot deal. We just launched this right now. We launched it 25 minutes ago. We're already more than a third sold out in just 25 minutes. Now that's testament to how strong the offer is, how incredible this product is, and how important this reputation is. So we've got 10 minutes left. Obviously this is selling itself. Justin, the reputation is there, the quality is there, the versatility is there, and tonight we have the icing on the cake, which is the price being there.
Yeah, and that's one of the greatest things about this, right? I mean, and I understand, you're gonna shop around, but let us save you time. You're not gonna find this configuration anywhere else. You're certainly not gonna find this value. We built an unbelievable relationship with EcoFlow. I've been a part of that team for the past 6, we might even be 7 years now. I feel like I've been saying 6 for too long. It is amazing how far we've come with the technology that we've built, but with that relationship, we are able to curate and build these bundles for you that these other retailers simply cannot. So this is one of the things that we get excited about. We love being able to offer the Delta 2 because we do have a variety of different power stations. That's one of the things that we do a great job of as well, is giving you a variety, but also giving you alternatives and options when it comes to different value. But when you're thinking about being able to get that value and you're wanting to make sure that if I'm gonna do it, if I'm gonna make that purchase, if I'm gonna decide right now that this is gonna be able to cover what I want, it's nice to know that something that weighs, what, less than 30 pounds, not 50, not 100, not over 120 pounds, something that I'll be able to carry around. It's got those little carry handles right here on the side, makes it easy for you to go ahead and lift it up and take it wherever you Then right here, that display, which makes it so easy to really see exactly what's going on, how long you'll be able to run any of the different things that you plug in. Having and making sure that, as Adam said, if you are sitting there right now watching us and that power goes out, and then you look at your phone and it says 10%, and you're feeling that lonely feeling and then saying to yourself, how am I going to charge my phone right now? And when's that power going to come back on? Well, be able to plug your phone in. Okay, how about this? I'm going to go ahead and flip it back around here because I want you to see the back. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4, 5, 6 AC outlets. We added the 3-prong AC outlets as well, so you don't have to worry about, well, can I plug this in, can I plug that in? I'm plugging the refrigerator in right here. I'm plugging that microwave in right here. I'm plugging my fan in right here. I'm plugging that light in. Maybe it's that heating blanket. I'm not unplugging to plug other things in. We also still have that DC adapter right here. So yes, if you are a camper or RVer or you're thinking about, I'd like to be, but I haven't been able to take that power with me, now you can. I want to show you how you recharge it. Couldn't be easier. This is not having to worry about filling up a tank of gas. No, this orange port right here is where you're actually going to plug in your solar panel. Did you ever think you'd have a solar panel? Probably not, right? But that's where we are in the world today and how far technology has come. And now plugging this into the wall, it takes nearly just 50 minutes, 0 to 80% in just 50 minutes. Again, that's 70% faster, 7 times faster. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm sorry. 7 times faster than the competition. Okay, I showed you all the different outlets. Now let's start plugging it in, right? We've got our light. I mentioned a light. 2 seconds, now we got a light. How about a fan, okay? How quickly the weather shifts and the weather changes. Remember, you're not getting this for a year. You're getting it for 10 years. That's 10 seasons. That's 10 winters. That's 10 summers. That's just, again, if you were to deplete this and recharge it every single day, meaning this is going to last you even longer. If it's 10 years, that's 10 winters. I want that. Okay, right over here, I'm going to go ahead and plug in my microwave. You'll hear the microwave do a little beep. And then I want to come back over here because I want to come to the refrigerator. It's typically the first thing that when we do a lot of these different surveys, when we talk to a lot of people just like you, they're saying, you know what, but I want to make sure when that happens and the power goes out and that thunder hits and the lightning is flashing, you say, this really, again, like how many times is this going to happen? Well, you know what? I walk right over here and watch that refrigerator, 2 seconds, plug it in, and now the light's going to come back on. When that light comes back on, let me tell you, person to person, when you experience this, when you have it at home, because we just experienced this, with all the different hurricanes, when it's flooding outside, when it's raining, knowing that you have something like this in your home, maybe you thought you never would, but now you can because we've made it so affordable. And then you get to do what I just did and not have to worry about, I got to go outside. I got to make sure that generator's working. If I live in an apartment or condo, how am I going to do it? Now you have an answer. When we talk about reputation, we talk about a brand, there's a reason why we consistently are the #1 power brand here at HSN. And, you know, Adam, the fact that we get to do it over and over is a testament to that, and be able to offer these values is awesome.
Look, I mean, lock the doors and let's talk about this all night long. I mean, it's the best you can buy. And when you've got nearly $1,000 off the, look at it, $1,430 is the package. Because remember, we're including the solar panel that normally is an extra purchase. We'll include that tonight. This solar panel, let me just stand up for a second. This solar panel is what's gonna plug on in, and that's gonna give you infinite power from the rays of the sun, right? So you'll never be without power. Instead of you having to spend an extra $400 or $500 on the solar panel, we include it for you tonight. And then as a further bonus, because it's the hot deal, the team throw in the power strip, which is a really great extra. Because the one thing that people always want is they want more places to plug things in, and the power strip is going to increase and expand the number of slots that you've got. So you can plug in the fan and the light and the TV and the refrigerator and the CPAP machine. You can plug so many things in all at once. It's a phenomenal opportunity to get prepared and to be prepared. Let's live 2025 in the best possible fashion, knowing what 2024 threw at us. And 2023, let's know that we can't predict what's going to happen, but we have to expect the unexpected, right? We know that. After 2 hurricanes back to back here in Florida, it really had us at our wits' end, and it caused devastation to so many friends and family members. Devastation all across the country, whether it's wildfires out in California, whether it's flooding or winter storms, whatever it may be, there's always something there, right? There's always something. You'll buy this one time, and then you will know in the back of your mind that if there's an issue, if you're without power, you've got the EcoFlow. And let me tell you, even if tonight's not your night, even if the $1,000 saving hasn't grabbed you tonight, just remember, this versus a classic generator, Justin, please.
Yeah.
To think that people will go out today and honestly spend thousands of dollars on a traditional generator.
Well, and typically when we do it, it's in the face of something that's going to happen.
Yep.
It might even be that we're being reactive. We just went through it. Now we're deciding we're going to do it. Then again, when we think about an investment, it's something that ends up, unfortunately, it ends up sitting there, right? That generator just sits and waits for another emergency, whereas this I can pick up and I can take with me. This I'm not picking up and taking anywhere with me. That's going to usually just stay right where it is. It might be staying in a storage unit, or it might be staying in a garage. When we think about all the different ways that we'll be able to use our EcoFlow, it stretches your dollar, it stretches your value, and it makes all of those different memories very different. Yeah. When we think about going to the beach, when we think about going to the lake, when we think about going to the park, we think about maybe going to the pickleball court, when we think about just going out into the back, patio or the front, being able to bring power with us. I'd love to be able to go enjoy the weather. I got to do a little bit of work. How am I going to plug my laptop in? All these just different things. When you start to really think about all the different ways that you'll be able to use your EcoFlow, and you will. And if you need ideas, trust me, go and look at the reviews. This, for all of us, we understand this isn't for everybody, right? It just simply isn't. It's not for everybody. But you know what is? This, your EcoFlow. Think about that. An EcoFlow is for everybody. A generator simply is not. We can talk about, like Adam says, till we're blue in the face, why this doesn't work for all of us. When you look at it, it's pretty obvious. I can hold this in just one hand, whereas this, even wheeling this thing into the studio, let me tell you how many times I've hit my heel and my Achilles. It's just not the most fun thing in the world. This is what you want. Something, again, manageable, something that's still gonna be there for you time and time again for whatever the weather throws at you. Adam, we love this. I love being able to, of course, combine it and bundle it with that solar panel. The fact that we give you that option, and then still you save even more than shopping anywhere else, and you're still getting more because you're also getting that solar panel. That's our 110-watt solar panel. You plug it in, one cable to recharge your power station. If it's lights, if it's fans, if it's your medical devices, your refrigerator, What are you going to do? That's the one thing I have been asking. The one question I've been asking is, what's your plan?
Yeah.
Right? What is your plan right now, today? Start to think about it, whether it's your EcoFlow. You got to think of something, but a lot of you decide it's EcoFlow.
Such wise words, and it's important, right? Because when we have a plan, we're prepared, and when we're prepared, we feel a little bit better. And when we feel better, we can move on with our lives and concentrate on more fun things. That's the goal of this presentation, is just to kind of illustrate all the ways, all the elements, all the areas in which this product can work for you. Remember, you take that $550 and spend it with Justin and I tonight, and we can get you a Delta 2. That's more powerful than the normal entry-level models. If you take that $550 and spend it on a regular day, you'll get an EcoFlow, but it won't be anywhere near as capable as this one. So with nearly $1,000 off and only 40 seconds left, it's a hot deal. It's had a hot reaction. Justin, final words on the EcoFlow.
Check it off your list. Get prepared today. Do not wait. We don't know what this year is going to bring, but we've seen what happened last year. Just be ready for anything and know that you're getting the #1 brand.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for all your orders on EcoFlow. I see you right there. If it's in your shopping cart, make sure you check out, because that's the only way to guarantee it's yours. We have other EcoFlows, but you're getting the best value ever on a Delta 2. Thank you for watching. On the way next, sleep better every night, courtesy of Tony Little and his world-famous pillows, only here